I have passed out a couple cards, and if you have a number on it, when I say the time, if you could please stand up. 1 o'clock. Somebody should have it. 2 o'clock. And stay standing, please. 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 10. 11. 12. Now if you guys look around the room, there's 12 of your fellow classmates standing. These 12 represent 12 people that have died from midnight till noon today, and then another 12 from noon today till midnight again. You might think, why? Cancer. And unfortunately, it's skin cancer. You may be seated. Today I'm talking to you about skin cancer, and I ask a question. To tan or not to tan? And I'm hoping by the end of my speech you'll understand how dangerous UV rays are to your skin, and that skin cancer is the easiest preventable and treatable form of cancer. So the 3 main points. First off is going to be how long in the sun. How long does it really take for you to have sun damage caused on your skin? Secondly, what are the facts about skin cancer? What is really true and what's not true? And lastly, can this really happen to you? A lot of people think, just like she was saying with the STDs, doesn't matter to you. This can happen to you. So first off, how long in the sun? I have a graph here that shows the percentage chance of sun with the time per week. If you spend 10 minutes in the sun per week, you up your chance 2% of getting some form of skin cancer. If you spend 30 minutes in the sun, you up your chance 5% of getting some form of skin cancer. 1 hour, 10%. An hour and a half jumps to 15% chance that you will develop skin cancer at some time in your life. And lastly, this last half hour jumps to 40% chance that you will get some form of skin cancer. This information was from the National Cancer Institute, and it was also based off an 80-year lifespan. Today we do have a little bit of a longer lifespan. It's about 85, so these percents could be even a little higher for us later in our lives. All right, so next, what is really true? A lot of people think skin cancer really doesn't kill people, and the fact is, as we learned in the beginning, 1 person dies every hour from melanoma, which is also the most common form of skin cancer. You may think sunlight's pretty good for you. You know, you need your vitamin D. Well, the fact is you can get vitamin D through your sunscreen, and UV rays are proven to be carcinogenic to human beings. You may think skin cancer is easy to treat. We can just cut it out. Well, a lot of times you can just cut it out, but you also, if it metastasizes, you can go through radiation and chemotherapy as well, which are very costly processes. So last year alone, $249 billion was spent on the treatment of skin cancer. And then you might think, can this really happen to me? I don't think so. Living in Florida, it is the most common, even more than other states, form of cancer. And me, myself, was one of the victims. 17 years old, I went to the dermatologist for a regular checkup for acne, just like every other teenage girl. And he's like, you know what, I don't like these 2 spots on your back. Took 2 samples, and at the age of 17, I was diagnosed with skin cancer. I have 2 scars on my back. You can see here and here, and they'll be there for the rest of my life. Those are now 5 years old, and they're not going away. And it's just a reminder that it's so easy to just put on some sunscreen and protect your skin. Not like SPF 100. SPF 30 does the job. And if you are in the sun for more than 10 minutes, you've already upped your chance 2 to 5% to get skin cancer. So I ask you today, after hearing my speech, how many of you will promise to wear long sleeves and long pants every time you're in the sun? Didn't think so. So that a little bit easier. After hearing my speech, how many of you will promise to use sunscreen and be a little bit more cautious of how much time you're actually outside? Thank you.
Very